Okay, so first things first, it has come to my attention that an individual who I had literally never heard of in my life went onto Joe Rogan signaling that I am scared to debate him regarding the Charlie Kirk case and that he's offered me $300K to do so. The amount, I think, to $150K initially. I immediately dismissed it. I genuinely had never heard of the move for some young influencer that was coming up through the ranks and had a little bit of money to spend to get their name out there. It's almost like, and people do this, you try to buy an ad for yourself. It's an industry strategy to get your name out there. Of course, the Charlie Kirk case was not some gimmick to me. We have not been asking for money, just a public discussion with Turning Point USA, won them the floor repeatedly. Now, what I had not appreciated until people began sending me clips of this Andrew Wilson guy following his sit down on Joe Rogan is that he is sort of affiliated with Turning Point USA, another person in their orbit that they're boosting.
Pretty, that whole thing is pretty brutal, the conspiracy stuff, and I haven't really commented on it too much, but I definitely, because of my association with Andrew, I catch strays. I'm catching strays and shit. So anyways, so maybe we'll do watch party. But that's the drama. And that's pretty much it. Why?
Just a lot of emotional incompatibility. I'm a very sensitive person and he's not very well with his words. And
okay.
We did start a business together and it was very hard to manage together, and we kept kind of pointing fingers at each other, so we just kind of left it to each other and just kind of split off.
Got it. Okay. What about you?
Single for life.
What's that?
Single for life.
For life. Why?
Just because. I don't know.
Are there any guys in the picture?
I mean, always, but...
How many guys?
No.
One of them?
No.
Zero
just
of
talking.
them? Just talking, okay. How long you been celibate?
Celibate? What does that mean?
Not sexually.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Like 3 months?
3 months, okay. You?
Single. Longest relationship was, 16, 4 years. And yeah,
How long you been single?
8 years.
And you've been celibate how long?
8 years.
8 years celibate.
Things that were a problem, but we were living with my parents, and financially we were having a lot of issues, and we were having issues before that as well, financially, and we were not seeing eye to eye. And I was making, some mistakes financially as well that was hurting the marriage. So
what mistake?
Well, I mean, I was in between jobs. I was having a kid, staying home, going back to work, going to beauty school, staying home, going back to work. Kind of.
Did he pay you alimony?
No. That was never on the table.
Did you pay him?
No.
Does he pay you child support?
Yes.
What's the custody arrangement with the kids? Is it 50-50 or?
It used to be 50-50. He's a great dad, but there's some complications happening at his house. That's why they can't go over there. That's why it's not 50-50 anymore.
Okay. How much does he pay you in child support?
$580 every 2 weeks.
So about $1,000 a month
Yeah.
for the 2 kids.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Any other marriages?
No.
You? This is your 3rd marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Kids?
Yes, I have 4 children.
From?
3 from my first marriage and 1 from my second.
Okay, so 3 from first, 1 from second. Yes. No children from the current marriage?
Not yet.
Do you plan to, or?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The first marriage, who initiated the divorce?
I initiated the divorce.
Did he or does he pay you alimony?
No, he is serving a life sentence. He was
Okay.
He dodged
So
a
I
bullet.
assume he doesn't have
No.
any parental rights. I mean, he's serving a life sentence. The second husband who
He
initiated
left.
kids,
We have 3, yeah.
all from him.
Yes.
Does he?
Had passed away, so like I wasn't doing anything. I was eating, I was laying in bed.
Did you have a lot of stress or like emotional problems?
Yeah,
I wanna
100%. I have
ask
kids.
Do you think that, like, when you think about that situation, do you think that he was buying like OnlyFans and watching a lot of porn because you had gained weight and you felt like he wasn't attracted to you anymore? Or was it prior to, like, he was already doing that before you had gained weight?
I mean, he was always doing it, but I think it like increased as I gained weight, and like I think it's like, okay, now I'm finally noticing it, and like you're not gonna touch me, but you're gonna do all this online on your phone, you know, to only think about me and my eyes and stuff. So I don't know. He just had so much of it. Like I think it was excessive to a point.
I have something else to say. I don't know if this is like controversial or not, but I feel like I used to think like that too, until like my mindset's a little bit different now, where now I think like at the end of the day, we're all humans, and regardless, we're gonna find like other men attractive, men are gonna find other women attractive. I think it's just kind of like the respect part, you know, like how you go about finding someone else attractive. But I think to think like, oh, like for him to only find me.
Choose, I don't want to be with you. We were already living separate, and
Okay, so you guys were already separated.
in a sense, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of hard to say because we live right down the street from each other. Like, I have 3 kids. This shit's not easy. So he would come and sleep over and help with them.
Okay, you were an idiot who fell for someone who didn't care for you at all, ended up ghosting you.
Yeah, so that.
But so was the marriage completely off when you're sleeping with this other guy?
That's kind of hard to answer because, I mean, we weren't really sit there and we hang out all the time and we do things. It's just, it wasn't like romantic. So-
I have a question. So I noticed that you had mentioned that in the time frame that you did, like, you know, gain this weight and you had these children, you also mentioned that you didn't want to do anything and that you would just lay in bed and, you know, everything like that. So do you feel like there was anything else besides the you gained weight and the porn as to why he was, in your eyes, not wanting to have sex with you? Because men, if respect, but I'm still like trying to help you understand that you haven't said anything yet, that if
actions or hers, but it just becomes this like loop of like cold, distance.
and it shouldn't be that way
back,
because
you know, having your back to each other in bed and just not wanting to, not having the desire, not trying anymore.
I do have to move it on for the sake of time.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to one thing from Annie. You
Had no idea. I didn't
you
understand
burned-
because
you burned
when
some-
you come from a like
Wait.
an environment,
And you just broke up with him like a couple weeks ago.
This is someone.
How many times did he cheat on you?
Hundreds. If you, I count.
Armenian?
No,
White?
he's not
Spanish?
Yeah.
Like from Spain?
from Spain.
You burned
I did. He's
a lot of 12 years.
he was engaging with porn stars, yeah.
Prostitutes, escorts.
Prostitutes.
Was he a good-looking guy?
To me, yeah.
Best sex you ever had?
No.
Was he wealthy?
No. Broke is a
But-
joke.
Broke?
Yes.
So you were the breadwinner.
We were on and off. I would have something, he wouldn't. And we would just compensate for each other. So it was like we were living off of 2 people's.
Drug use?
No drug.
For him?
Cannabis. No.
You, though?
No.
Weed? Okay.
Yeah, just weed on and off sometimes. I mean, nothing.
So sorry.
Solid sickness, illness, solidarity. Well, sorry. Yeah, go get some medical attention. Feel better. All right. Okay. Over there then.
Yeah, I'm keeping
What
my
are
last
we
name.
doing?
I'm keeping my last name.
The chair because it's so crammed. Keep mine.
Okay, so keep yours.
Yes.
So, but if it was important,
That it's really important to me, it would make me really happy, I would do it. I don't think
but
it's...
you yourself, if it was up to you, you wouldn't change it.
No. Because it is not valid.
So, circle that you agree with the following statements. Men should pay on first dates. Men should provide, protect. Men should be chivalrous. Can't a man do those things?
If he's courting me, he should be doing those things.
Well, who deserves courtship?
We both do. I give my
Women
part
don't
too.
court men.
We're okay with one income. If we're not okay with one income, I can have the kids, maybe get a daycare, maybe get a babysitter, go back to work, have two incomes. Depends on where you're living, how expensive things are, what priorities.
His family. I'm not becoming, like, we are together and we make, let's say we make a family. That doesn't mean like I wasn't born, like it's just different. Like, I don't understand.
You are becoming a part of his family. Myself and I've had to get a divorce twice. Number one, there's a reason why I'm attracting these types of men. And if I look at it through a logical lens, I was like these men, but chose to ignore it. And there was lots of red flags that we also chose to ignore. But it's pretty front and center, but we choose to make these bad decisions. Because if I look back and be like, did they show me signs very, very early on that they weren't going to be a good husband, a good father, a good provider, a good protector? Yes, then yourself, and so do they. But we can't, as women, keep going into like relationships being like, well, he's presenting who he really is, but I think I can change him. And then when they don't, we're like, you're the problem. And they're like, hey, I've showed you this
who I was
all along.
Yeah, exactly.
So like what I and my husband teach our daughters is, if you're going to marry somebody, you are making that decision to marry that person. So if you marry a man and you're like, well, I don't want to listen to him, I don't want him to lead, he makes bad decisions, he's irresponsible with money, he's this and that, I made. But
So,
ultimately, we made bad decisions because there are good men out there, but the majority of women are like, I don't want him, he's too nice. Oh, he doesn't look hot enough, like he doesn't make enough money. And we're turning down all of these men when there's a bunch of good men. But then we have to realize we are what we attract. So if we're attracting piece of shit men, then there's something in us that is connecting us with this person.
So
Exactly.
from the psychological aspect, you're blaming yourself for like
100%, because I made that
negative
decision.
outcome.
If I go and I meet a man and he
11.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Wait. Let's restart really quick. Tell us your age.
calculating.
So do this. It helps create context. So count as whatever your answer was going to be. Go ahead. Do it again.
I'm 22. My body count is under 10. Under 10. Oh, sorry.
Please enunciate a
Okay.
little bit here. Under 10. Okay.
I'm 27 and my body count is 11.
I don't talk about my personal life.
You've come on a dating discussion podcast.
I know, but I can choose not to answer something.
Okay. So you're
40.
40. Do you want to do a range? Let me ask, have you forgotten?
No, I have not forgotten.
So you
100K.
okay. Can you kindly answer the question?
Okay, no, mine. I've put like a lot. I think I just don't remember what.
What did you write on the
like
paper? Please don't make me have to pull
like
teeth.
1 million.
This out though. Going back this way, what was the height of the last boyfriend?
Like 5'9".
Okay, or current or last boyfriend?
6'2".
6'2".
Oh, like 6'4".
It was taller, maybe above 6, maybe 6'1".
6'2", I guess.
5'7".
5'9".
Okay, so this is interesting. So you have to differentiate between stated preference and revealed preference. So
6.
Face 11/10, body 11 out of 10.
Can you please
Speak up.
enunciate?
Yes.
Speak a little bit louder, just a little louder. You're basically mumbling. Maybe 4.5, 4.75. You gave yourself an 11, a 10. Of course, with the Zoomer, I'm going to say this. I give you between a 6 and a 7
No.
in that range. 6.
Can pick 7 though.
I'm allowed to.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm a tyrant.
Double standards. Okay.
You gave yourself a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so nice to me too. She gave me a
It's okay.
7. Well, you got to factor in age and stuff. Three kids, 2 kids. So it's a different guy. So you fucked a guy, different guy, a week ago. Tonight you're gonna get busted in.
No, not for me. I just call 'em my hoes.
Yeah, you play chess with hoes. Is that what?
Yeah,
people do?
we sometimes just go get food, we talk, we hang out.
And you don't fuck.
No.
Have you ever had sex with him?
Yes.
4.25 for you. So I upgraded you. Congrats. You gave yourself a 3. And you were very generous with my rating. You gave me an 8.5. I think you underrated yourself a bit.
Her. Like, shouldn't there be a more mutual trust if you guys are, raising children together?
Why would the obligation, in order for trust to exist, why would the burden on man to do a thing? Why couldn't I just flip this around on you and say, why can't you, as the woman, trust me by us not getting married? Evade. But if we're not married, she can't go to a judge and be like, well, I was a stay-at-home, blah, blah, blah. I want money in addition to child support. No. Now, I would voluntarily, depending on the circumstances of the breakup, I would probably voluntarily support a woman if we were to split. And certainly if it was my decision assuming, maybe I'm the one who is over it. Not that I would ever hope that's the case, but I would just voluntarily pay her some money to maybe 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. In this case, I feel insecure, like there's an insecurity if I'm married. Oh, now there's a pot of gold. Oh, we have some argument, and there's no abuse. Let me ask a couple questions. I'm kind of tangenting here. Say there's no abuse. I treat the kids well. There's no violence. She just falls out of love. That's it. But I'm a good man. Should she be allowed to divorce me?
No.
But you to think that, but she could. And there's no law preventing it. But so you're saying it becomes, if I leave him, we had an argument. He doesn't agree with me on this XYZ and blah, blah, blah. And I'm nagging him and blah, 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 blah. Oh, now I get $100,000, $200,000, I get half of his money. Look, I'll break it down super simply.
But there's a lot of men who are miserable and just stay, and they don't leave because it's inconvenient, because they'll lose money.
A woman, $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
If you do have the prenup, you have to pay her $1.5 million. Okay, great. I saved $500,000. I'm still have to pay her a fuck ton of money that she doesn't deserve, from my perspective.
But every relationship is
married for any decent period of time, regardless of the prenuptials and this, you're still in a financial, you have liabilities there financially.
Of course, especially if it's after 10 years.
Yes, community property.
Right.
A prenup cannot say, whoever initiates the divorce, whether it's you, whether it's me, a prenup cannot say you get nothing. That will be an unenforceable prenup.
Right.
So this idea, a prenup is not going to, it can help you, like I said a little bit. Okay, if you would have owed her $2 million, maybe you owe her 1.5. The prenup's irrelevant. Child support, whether you're married or not, you're on the hook for child support, so that's separate.
Mm-hmm.
My
joke. People don't take it seriously at
true.
all, and that's why we have a 54% divorce rate in this country. And
Till death do us part.
It should be sacred. It should be all of these things that we think it is, or it's a fantasy and fairy tales and or going to church, being
I think the law doesn't take individual things into account, maybe, and that is why we're trying to negotiate in between these laws when.
But what I'm saying is women wouldn't want to get married as much. So if that was the case, then that kind of backs up that women are getting married because there is something to gain financially for them.
bad decisions or whatever, who you choose to marry or just even be in a relationship with.
Right.
And I just think, like, okay, you could still have a very meaningful relationship with someone, perhaps live with them, perhaps have a child or two, any and all of the above, and still be very devoted without necessarily giving your name or signing a marriage license. You could still be very loyal, loving, and devoted for many, many years without that piece of paper.
And do you think the majority of women would be okay with staying with a man for that long without him marrying her? Because it
Probably not a
majority says
majority,
no.
but that's shifting a lot now after
A
will.
marriage.
He could get a trust made, a will made, to regulate that without a marriage license.
I mean, he can, but they don't look at it the same as
I
a marriage.
personally don't want to stay at home, do all the things that I picture as I would do in a marriage. I don't want to do this man's laundry, make sure he's fed, make sure he's good after work, make sure he has the support he needs, make sure everything else, his family, his mom is all good. If I'm not marrying him, then what's the difference between a man that I'm just with and then a man I'm marrying? If there is no difference, I would do those things not just in a relationship with anybody, but with.
Has got some yeses. The big labia thing though. What? So you said you have a hip dip, and the big labia is on the side of the hip dip,
No,
or
the side that without the hip dip.
Oh.
Wait, I have a question. What's up with like the hip dips? You don't like hip dips?
Oh well, that was a meme. That was like a meme like a month or two ago. Like, are you asking me if it would be a deal breaker? No,
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Okay, I was like confused
I don't care
there for
about
a
that.
second.
That's more so, that's like a thing to poke fun at women who have like height preferences in men.
Yes.
Oh,
So the hip, you'll make a
Right.
you'll make a great friend for somebody. Just separated. And then hands up if you initiated it. So does that?
All of the hands.
Stats check out.
All right, political. Thank you, man. That Brian guy, he's not so bad. You know, he's a defender.
He complimented
But
me.
I think you were asking something. I definitely think like women will, if like the D isn't good, they'll not date the guy. But I do think that there are some men who will. I think men aren't quite as harsh on the genitalia thing, but I've turned down women. Look, it's not a deal breaker, but sometimes you got to be honest with somebody. Be like, I have to have an Audi.
The Audi. Voting for Audi.
What research?
that's
No, it's
Like,
just the
what was
preference.
how did you the preference? Like, how did that come across? How many like?
like how did you?
You want the origin story.
Lore.
Yes.
Because it's just such a strong opinion. It makes like
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the first I've heard.
Well, okay, I lost my virginity, I think, at 17, 18. And biggest I've ever seen, Guinness World Record book,
Dumbo
Jumbo XXL. So if she has a small Audi, +1, medium Audi, +2, large Audi, +3, XL Audi, +4, Jumbo Audi, +5. So a girl could go from a full... It's just, look, if I was president...
Oh gosh.
If I was president, the fucking first thing I do, I appreciate it, man. All right, let's do some more questionnaire stuff. So we have Destiny. A woman should not be rejected because of her weight. Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh, can we talk about that though?
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
Can we talk about that?
I just think personality goes a long way.
What you
like-
said.
Sure, and I think people have varying levels of importance across various factors. So someone might like overly prioritize looks. Someone might overly prioritize humor, money, success, personality, whatever it is. There are men, women who will prioritize certain things differently. But acknowledging that there are people who do prioritize looks, do you think it's wrong for them to, and that a woman could also, like women who would otherwise be interested in me if I was like 50 preference?
Why is it bad to have a preference? Or at the end of the day, I look at someone, if you are overweight, that makes me think like you don't even care about yourself enough to like feel better, look better, like you don't even like love yourself enough to.
And I became blind to the fact that I had gotten so big.
Yeah.
And when I started to lose a lot of weight, I would look back at pictures and I was like,
yeah, I was in the same like boat as you. I was almost
would
like
just
200
have told
as
me
well.
like, hey, I'm not being a hater. I'm genuinely saying like,
yeah,
you
I used to be
should
really
work out.
overweight as well, like extremely overweight. And then I finally lost the weight and I was like, oh, well, I do look better. I feel better. I get
feel
hit
so
on
much
more. Like and you just feel so much better about yourself. You know, you walk around. And I mean, when I was bigger, same thing.
His girlfriend, if she regularly turns him down for sex, why is that wrong?
Well, okay, I'm gonna pass that moment.
Well, what's that?
Okay, I'll pass that moment. What was the question?
I don't know. You should have told your parents not to name you a ambiguously pronounced name.
I know that's a car brand.
This was, I don't know, 5-6 years ago.
Okay, hold on.
And her name. Shortly after having sex for the first time, I followed up with her. I knew how to spell it. I knew what. I asked, I was like, hey, just remind me, how do you pronounce the name? Is it Kara or Kara? I think she said it was Kara. I think. Who fucking knows? She was not happy. And I never saw her again.
I know exactly why.
Because I reached out. She was like, I was upset that you didn't get my pronunciation.
Them is what I'm saying.
Look, hold on. And maybe this is going to be gaslighting. Her parents are to blame, okay? I have a rule. You should not name people, like the pronunciation should not be ambiguous. Those names are fucking terrible. There's not multiple ways to pronounce Brian. There's one way.
Yeah.
Lada, Lada. See, it's almost the same. The two A's, it fucks shit up.
That's very different.
Let me ask you, if a guy did that to you, he just fucked you. and then he's like, hey, it's Lada, but is it Lada or Lada?
No, I'm not.
Well, look, I know you're cooked, but I think if you've had sex with somebody, that's an intimate thing.
That is, yeah.
And women who are just like over like small things or complete nothings are willing to walk away.
Exactly.
That's defective. You should.
No.
It is defective.
Also,
like,
how quickly did she
illness.
sleep with you? That's also a variable
I
here.
think it was the second date. We'd been talking for a while though.
Man, I think if actually never. You know what? I don't know. I've had guys be like, "Oh, I know that if I sleep with you, you'll get attached to me." What?
She can just move on and not have any attachment to that man. There's something broken.
Okay, I have a question.
You're broke. I'm just gonna have sex with her once. That's all I want. First off, it's a waste of time.
It is.
It's a waste of time. What's the
risky.
point? Oh, I'm gonna,
Risky
especially for the guy, I'm gonna do all this shit. I'm gonna fucking text and talk and schedule dates and try to do all this shit just to fuck you once. No, and also even if the motive continuous,
Exactly.
Yeah, I can
Like-
agree with that.
Exactly.
like when you're comfortable with each other, when you're in
You
love
know
with
what each other's
other,
likes. Yes, exactly.
can I say
Consistency. Yes. How to please
sex is
you.
better.
Of course it
Sex
is.
is-
That's
and-
why.
yeah.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Let's-
exactly.
Once we did have sex and our intention was for more, I think she got hung up on, even if you say I'm 5% wrong, 10% wrong, it's a pretty minor thing. I would probably argue it's like offensive or
Yeah.
whatever. Are you going, every single time a guy says something that, is it really, you're going to have a fight over it? You're going to end, we weren't in a relationship, but we were,
starting
you're gonna
something.
completely
Yes,
end it,
exactly. Yeah.
like proportion. So in this case, I was like, I get to mispronounce your name.
I feel like it should be.
But why are you saying it like that? See, you're provoking us, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. I really do like you. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. And she shouldn't have just stormed off after that one thing and ended the relationship, which could have possibly been really good.
So much room for communication in that. It's just a name pronunciation.
And pettiness and childish behavior.
Can I just bring up?
As a topic of conversation on a dating discussion podcast, I do think sometimes like women will just like sometimes arbitrarily end something over something minor. And then it's like, especially, look, here's my philosophy. If I've had sex with a woman, say I pull back a little bit, she should try to fight a little bit to keep it going, because in her mind she should think, oh, great, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to get another, this is just another body. I think a woman, if she's fucking, she should want to fight to continue seeing you.
But that goes both ways, though.
Maybe that's super blue-pilled and idealistic.
But give it a chance. They don't let it blossom. They don't let it move forward. Yes, women do it too because they get the ick and they're like, oh my God, I can't anymore. And it's over something like, oh, he had a little something on his nose hair that was sticking, like something tiny like that. And they will just like hyper concentrate on
woman. If a woman has had sex with me, she should be attached to me. Look, I mean, I don't mind if a woman makes the first move. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the woman should fight. If you have sex with a woman and she can just like, it means nothing to her, dysfunction in the brain. Dysfunctional.
Yes.
And honestly, this is going to be a bit, well, okay. If I have sex with a woman, this is, okay, maybe I'm a little extreme. She should never date another guy after me.
You're lying.
No.
I know you don't mean
That's
that.
romantic.
Like, no.
If I have sex, look, if I have sex with a woman and we're dating even for 3 months, you wait for me. You join a nunnery. You're on a cliff. You're on a cliff.
That's cute.
Over,
That's cute, Brian.
You're on a cliff.
Yeah.
What's it called? Some people don't have chemistry.
So are you gonna be allowed to like date and do what you want to do and she's not?
When did I say that?
Or okay, because you
But
just
she's
said.
asking.
Okay.
She's gonna wait.
Rephrase what you just said.
No, look, I think she should be on a cliffside overlooking the ocean. Like I went on a voyage on a boat. She should be waiting for me to come back. She should be looking for the boat, me on the boat.
And what are you doing?
He's sailing away.
You're fucking
Why'd you leave?
I'm pillaging villages.
Yeah. He's a Viking.
I'm a fucking pirate and a Viking.
No, I'm not waiting for that.
Anyways, I don't know. I'm being silly with that one. I'm being truthfully. And are you upset, or is it a deal breaker or something like that?
I would ask him his first to answer the question first. What type of man he is? Like, if he's a virgin, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna tell the truth, but I'm just gonna be like, damn, he probably wouldn't. He probably wants a virgin, but I'll probably make assumptions about him based off of his number. Yeah, I would probably say the truth, especially if I don't want to lie to someone.
If he says, hey, how'd it go with, even if he knew that I was on a date with fucking Gertrude, hey, how was it with Gertrude? I'd be like, oh, it's good. And we could have crazy, wild sex. He wouldn't know. I will say men will do this more so than women. I don't know how common it is, but I think it's wrong. Like showing your friend, like if a girl sends you nudes, sharing nudes,
horrible.
like that's wrong. That's 100% wrong. Men maybe do that more than the gossip, I don't know. But like women will sit down with their girl group the very next day.
No.
Share the dick size, share the details. Tell me the details. So my experience.
His homies, or if I went to my girlfriends, like I really don't care. Like as long as you're not saying like my shit stink, my shit was trash, like this is okay, then I'm gonna be like damn. But if he's over here like, oh yeah, I had her doing like backflips on it, whatever, cool. I'd be like,
Not appropriate to still private, not appropriate to share. Speaking of you, you do OnlyFans, you do boy-girl content?
I have boy-girl content, yes.
Have you escorted?
No.
Prostitution?
No.
Stripping?
Yes. I was just a stripper the whole set. I stopped stripping in May.
Wait,
I'm gonna try to wrap it up quick, but I was single for a really long, and this was the first guy that I had met that actually made my commitment issues not exist. Like I actually was like, I would settle down with him, I would take him serious, I would drop everybody for this guy, and I had not felt that in so long that I was like, whoa, this is a weird feeling for me. I actually like you, and I don't really like catch feelings or like care about men like that. Like I care about them, but catch feelings for them to be in relationships with them. So when I met this guy, I was like, oh, I'll do anything for you. And he ended up being like, oh, I don't want nothing serious. And
I was also a person who had gained a lot of weight. And so when I was trying to lose the weight, I had a really hard time. Even if I would eat nothing, work out, nothing in the book would happen. Until I went to the doctors, got my labs done, figured out that my labs were completely out of whack. I had almost double the amount of testosterone in my body and no estrogen. I had the sex drive of a fucking male.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But now, recently, I've been like regulated on medication. It's subsided a lot. To be honest, now that I'm an OnlyFans model, I miss it, but I don't want to feel like shit again for that sex drive, you know?
I think also I've done, you know, so I'm just so desensitized to any like sexualness because it's like I associate that with my job, you know, and when I'm done working and I'm done making content, I'm done camming, I'm off the clock. And so like I don't want to think about putting a dildo in me. I don't want to think about playing with my vagina.
You have a low sex drive instead of, it's not that you don't like to have sex or want to have sex, but it's like
I think it may be hormonal because I've been like that since I was like 15.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like if you have a job that's like baking, right? Like you got to bake all the time, and then you go home.
Which is the one that can't work and why?
Do you think
Thank you, Clayton, for the TTS, man. Appreciate it.
That was very honest.
One man patronage tonight. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. You're a fucking legend.
What do people think about that? Like, do you guys feel like it should be 50-50 or that the man should be the provider and the woman should be at home with the kids, cook and clean and do all that?